Would you like to come have some coffee and pie with me?
We're back after a bit of a hiatus / European holiday. I went to Europe for like 4 weeks, and now I'm in a windy, cold, chilly Melbourne.
Yeah.
But we are back with crypto updates. A lot has happened in the last 4 weeks. I've sort of semi-purposefully, just by the fact that I was in Europe, haven't been paying attention to too much news.
Yep.
I have, of course, been paying attention to the charts, Bitcoin at an all-time high, as I think I was on the flight back. And please bear with us as well. I got home last night, so I am very jet-lagged. I've come in just for you guys to do this. But lots to discuss. Okay, quick wrap-up of what has happened in the last 4 weeks.
A lot of chop that has happened. A lot of
because we went through September. We knew September would be choppy, always has been.
But it turned out green. So whenever Bitcoin ends up green in September, usually it rips up in October. That's what we've seen. So we have already seen Bitcoin hitting an all-time high.
Yep,
up
125.
125. Yeah, it's still now coming around 121 range. It might do a retest of 120. So it's a good buy opportunity. That's what I feel. Buy the dip. But overall, the market has been choppy and it's all narrative driven. So what we have seen is like BNB ripping a lot. The fear and greed index has been constant, not very greedy, not very fearful.
Having a look at it now, so it's 59. It did drop into the 30s.
Yeah,
like
30s,
last
40s.
week or the week before, it was super low.
Yeah.
So 59 now.
A lot of fear around 190
it's a good bounce
levels.
back.
Yeah, and it's a really good bounce back, I would say.
58% Bitcoin dominant. So Bitcoin's still dominating. I think for me, that's what I've seen. Bitcoin's doing well. Our alts haven't really done much. They sort of recovered that dip, but they're nowhere near all time.
They're just periods wherein like alts outperform for a couple of days and then there's some sort of a chop in Bitcoin.
And it's the select alt, right? So it feels very manipulated. It's like, okay, what alt's gonna run?
It's too tough to time the alts right now. That's what I feel personally. And then the other thing is like it's BNB season. So CZ came up with saying, okay, this is BitTuber, this is BNB Aster tuber, Aster, because they have launched Aster.
So he's backed it. He hasn't launched it. So sort of it feels the same play to me as when they backed Pancake Swap. So it was like you had Uniswap, Pancake Swap was the competitor to that, backed by CZ and supported by Binance, and Aster feels like that same combating hype. Your train,
they're
right?
making like 20 million a day on the fee, man. Like it's crazy.
On Aster.
Yeah, Aster. So what they did is like because CZ supported it openly, what Aster has been able to do is like climb up the ranks in terms of fee generated, in terms of volume, and I've seen like $20 billion or more a day.
It's been crazy. I saw sort of commentary on X around Aster. I think maybe a couple of weeks before I left, it really kind of started hitting my sphere of paying attention to it. I wish I had bought it. I think it's already like 4 or 5x since then.
4 years.
Probably
from the first time we discussed it. Yeah.
Probably has another 2 or 3x I think left in it. Not financial advice.
Yeah. Maybe more because Hype's market cap has been like more than 15.
Well, I think I had a look at if Aster has Hype's market cap, it's a $10 coin.
It is.
Two at the moment.
That's correct.
So if it gets the hype, it's to the 5x from here. I haven't delved too much further into the tokenomics. This was very surface level on my phone.
Yeah.
I think at the airport somewhere, just having a look at it because we did list Aster on day 1x this week. So I was just having a look at it.
We're still running a zero fee free campaign on that.
That's right.
For today as well.
Yeah. Cool. Coffees, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got the hot chocolate. Smart. I'm living off of...
It's another cappuccino.
It's a hot chocolate. He's lying. I'm living off of the... coffees.
It's all virtual.
I really missed, to delve into the bitter side of the podcast, I really missed Melbourne coffee while in Europe. I was in Italy and Poland.
How was the coffee there?
Italy's coffee is super sweet. So of course, when you're in Rome, you do cappuccino for breakfast, you do espressos. But I spent most of my time in Southeast Italy in Bari. Bari. I laughed about that. His name's Barry. I went to Bari. They have a Bari sort of like drink where it's like 2 espresso shots with an almond liqueur, which is really, really nice. Or they'll do everything in the world now is pistachio. Everything is Dubai this, Dubai that, right? So there's the Dubai coffee, which is with pistachio in it. Even Poland was everything was Dubai Pancake. Pancake are like Polish traditional dumplings. It
feels
was
like-
Dubai version of that. Dubai cheesecake.
Dubai is running a Ponzi scheme all over the world.
It was Dubai, but the Ponzi scheme is this: you go here, you get a block of Dubai chocolate, right? It's like $18, $19. There, it's like €2, €3. So the Ponzi is really
In
how
Australia.
much you're paying for pistachio anything in Australia.
That's
Over
true.
there, like the pistachio jar, the one that Dave got me in the office was like I think $20, even more maybe for the little jar. There, it's like €3-4.
€3-4, yeah.
So that I wish you could have invested in pistachio.
And start arbitraging
That's it.
pistachio. So we'll be launching pistachio commodity.
I've thought about it. That'll be our next meme coin. It'll just be like Dubai
100x
chocolate,
pistachio long.
Dubai chocolate coin.
Oh yeah, why not?
Can't be worse than Avo token, which has completely drained my Solana wallet. Thank you very much, Avo. I let that bot run.
Okay.
Tanked it. It's about 4 sol on that little experiment. Thank you. So that was the bot we talked about. I think 5-6 weeks ago now. That just trades the trending tokens on CoinGecko.
Trades in the wrong ways as well, I think, right? Yeah, they haven't put that logic.
Yeah, I think
Probably.
yeah. Definitely not a set and forget like marketed, but that's fine. Learning thing. But yes, the coffee was not great. I really missed Melbourne coffee in Poland.
Yeah.
Not so much really good coffee. Found a couple places. I think some international companies, Green Nero, which is sort of like a Starbucks type of thing that has sort of decent coffee. Otherwise, tough to find a good coffee.
Okay.
Not horrible coffee, but just
Average.
average. It's
Not
not,
that
really.
great, though.
Yeah, not really. Like they do like the Americano, like the American style coffee. Not really the Melbourne coffee. Melbourne coffee, for anyone international watching this, is really, really sort of like Melbourne.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's
That's what I've
it's a
heard
unique
from
thing.
anyone. Like back in India as well, there are like Melbourne coffees now, wherein the beans are imported from Melbourne directly, and they're still like I'm not too sure why they are still selling it at a cheaper price.
Yeah, I think like the number one coffee place in New York at the moment is owned by a couple from Melbourne.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Blue something, I think I remember reading. But yeah, I've missed my coffees, and I'm certainly making up for it now.
Yeah.
Back to crypto. So yeah, all-time highs for a lot of things. PAXG's because gold is
Ripping,
leading
man,
everything.
like- Gold is up like 90% a year on year, man.
It's
4,000.
tough though to spin it. I went into like a couple of just into a jeweler while you're overseas just to sort of have a look
Yeah.
at what they were selling, and it's like they're saying it's really hard to sell jewelry at the moment because everything's so expensive, price of gold. So for them, they might be sitting on a lot of stock, and sort of the value of the stock has gone up, but that's not how they make their day-to-day money to pay rent or pay staff wages. So they were sort of like struggling to sell gold, so they were almost selling it at a discount to me. Not that I bought any, but
They can't stake gold
yeah, it's
to earn rewards.
so exactly, you can't stake physical gold. That's why you need PAXG.
Or that's why you need BTC, the digital gold, where you can stake it.
That's
earn
literally
rewards
why
on
you
it.
need- Yeah.
Yeah. I think the like from the last one, the all buzzes around BNB chain, how BNB has like making all-time highs every day, man. Crazy volume, crazy numbers.
I think we actually sat here. So we're back at the Peacock Cafe in South Yarra. It's the first place we're doing same cafe twice.
Yeah.
We're sitting at the front of it to something different. I think last time we talked about like
At the back alley.
Binance is almost like the dinosaur, or seen as the dinosaur, especially when you have Coinbase coming out with Base, which Base really, the idea behind Base is really similar to Binance Chain. It was a crypto exchange that launched their own EVM
Yeah.
to sort of fix the problems of Ethereum at the time, which is cost.
Yeah.
And BNB was that darling 2 runs ago, really.
Yeah.
It certainly did well last cycle. And so we really thought that Base had positioned itself as to be that, they even have their aerodrome, which is sort of their Pancake swap.
Yeah.
But Binance has come back
And it has come back massively, man.
massively. New all-time highs. I think we think it might hit 800. It's like 1,200 now.
1300, 1350
There you go.
in the morning today. So it's hit another all-time high, and we'll be launching another fee-free campaign for BNB as well today.
Great.
So something to be mindful on.
So on day 1x, every time a token reaches an all-time high, we do fee-free trading. That means you can trade for 0% fee for the next 24 hours. And there's been certain things like PAXG it's been
Making
difficult
optimize
because it
every
hits
day.
an all-time high every day. So we essentially had almost like a week of fee-free trading at one point.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's good for crypto, good for our users on day 1x. So make sure to take advantage of that. Good way to get into something as well that perhaps you missed out because you get a little bit cheaper on day 1x.
Yeah, definitely. I think Another narrative right now that is booming is stablecoins, or stablecoins as a business.
Yeah.
So a lot of minting is now happening on stablecoins, and the stablecoin market cap is just expanding crazily. I'm not too sure if it's being poured into crypto. Like, there are definitely flows into crypto as well. Like, for example, from ETFs.
Yeah.
But a lot of movement on stablecoins are now done on chain to generate some sort of a yield, wherein 5 to 7% is the average now. And Galaxy Digital launched 8% yield on cash.
Wow.
On
8%.
8%, yes. Only in US to the accreditor investors, and the minimum size is 25K. I saw it today.
That's crazy.
And they'll be able to, like, it's more of a stablecoin business, I would say, wherein you're able to.
I was going to ask you, like, so of course, and someone in the office mentioned it's like there's not a lot of growth on stablecoins, right? Because it's pegged to.
Yeah, it's gonna stay
stablecoin.
$1, but you're
So
able to earn.
are there
money
any
on
sort of like infrastructure plays that we can get into? Because that's what I
stable?
stable.
Stable it's a low cap gem, I would say. It's
I love the marketing. What do we do? Stable.
yeah. So
So
it's,
they have an infrastructure around launching your own.
they have already launched USST.
So the reason I asked this is I had a conversation with someone in Europe while I was overseas, and it was and I was wrong. I was sort of saying like I think we're in a stablecoin bubble, and I think I mentioned on the podcast as well, where it's like we have all of we got USDT, USDC was hard enough. Now we've got USD1 and all these other stablecoins, and that it's eventually that bubble will consolidate because we only really needed one.
Yeah.
But the argument this gentleman made to me was that he believes, and I think he's actually right, is that we will have more stablecoins launched in the future because you will have big businesses launching their own stablecoins. So banks are the no-brainer. Every bank would have its own stablecoin,
Yep.
and even other businesses launching their own stablecoins. Like Apple could have their own stablecoin that is used in Apple Pay, for example, or anything like that. So stablecoins will always be pegged to one. Also, not to mention the fact that stablecoins are really like, yes, there's AUDD, which we're chatting with,
Yeah.
but it's really a US dollar pegged thing, right?
Yep.
So at some point there will need to be stablecoins for other currencies.
Currencies as well.
There is a euro one, but it's not as big. I think there's only one.
Yeah.
So is there like if you wanted to go, okay, I want to invest in the big picture of stablecoins and make some money,
Yeah.
how would you do that?
I would say Stable is a token that is like co-founded by the founder of Tether.
Mm-hmm.
So it is
USDT.
USDT, yeah. So they have launched USST, their own stablecoin, which can be used to get the yield as well. Right now, if you hold stablecoins, you don't get any yield, right?
Right.
But they are passing the yield to the person or the people that are holding that coin. So essentially, it's using your own principal.
So
and
say
earning the interest.
So from a user point of view, I'm cashing out. Bitcoin hits a new all-time high.
Yeah.
I would want to cash out into USSD
so that you
because
can
that
earn that yield
automatically
as well.
gives me a 4%
Yield on
so then
top.
you can live off of the 4% if you have enough Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly. So the how the stable coins used to work before today, for example.
And it's not staked, it's just you. So you're holding it and it was sort of, it just gets
Yeah, because
airdropped
they are
to your
backed.
wallet or?
No. So you need to buy it or you need to mint it.
No, but the yield
The yield is automatically done. And there's a new piece emerging right now that stable coins can be used to trade commodities and they can be put as a collateral on big exchanges like on NASDAQ or like the other CME exchanges.
Okay.
So that's another piece evolving in US right now. So I think that's what we have discussed previously as well. I think the only way the US dollar dominance remains is backed by stable coins because stable coins are a new narrative. It's faster technology, whatnot. We have already discussed. So I think that's a big piece.
Yeah, so I think I underestimated sort of.
It's not a bubble. It's
yeah.
It's
I
here to stay.
think it's going to get much larger. So I'm really interested in. Yeah, I don't want to hold too many stable coins myself. It's good to have sort of dry powder to move in and out of things.
Yeah.
But actually looking at the infrastructure, so I'll definitely look at stable when I
But
get
if
up.
you're just holding your stable coin, your USD is basically backed, right? It's backed 101.
Well, the interesting use case discussion that I had was like, okay, if a bank mints its own stable coin and also starts allowing you to create real world assets of your car, whatever it is, car, paintings, whatever it is, if you can actually mint those onto the blockchain, you'll be able to use those and the stablecoin assets that you have as collateral to take loans. Because currently at the moment, if you take a mortgage, they don't care what you have in your house. They don't care what artwork you own or what stocks you really own. Like you can't leverage your stocks.
Yeah.
for a mortgage. But if we have real world assets of those stocks and
Yeah.
we're already seeing that, then the bank should be able to easily take those into consideration for your overall net worth.
Yep.
And you should be able to borrow against them. And he thinks that's the future of banking, which is, I think,
Already
great for the user though. It'd be great to walk in like actually now into a bank. I mean, Australia will be 10 years behind it because it's 10 years behind everything when it comes into crypto. Like being able to go in and go, I own, this amount in stable coins, I want to borrow against it. Or this much in crypto, I want to borrow against it. And my stocks are on the blockchain, I want to borrow against it.
Yeah, I think that's where if the banking system doesn't upgrade themselves, a lot of these things on the USD or the AUD or the traditional fiat will be replaced by stablecoins because they are more capital efficient. I think how the finance works is like wherever there's a better opportunity, the capital flows there. Simple. Like for example, Aave is like now the top 25 banks in the world. It's bigger than the traditional banks.
Banks need to catch up. We'll fill everybody, and I throw them on the bloody bus for what happened to me. So I let Westpac know that I was traveling overseas in the app, the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I landed in Dubai airport. I went to buy some Dubai chocolate for $17 at Dubai airport, and they closed.
Yeah, they blocked you, right?
They froze my account.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't realize they had frozen my account. Not that it would have done me a lot of good. This was just like a connection flight at the airport. I landed in Italy. I tried to pay for a cab. My card was frozen. I tried to pay for my accommodation. My card was frozen. I messaged them. I went into the app. I couldn't unblock the card in the app. I couldn't do anything in the app.
You need to call them or
I tried to call them. Yeah. They put me on hold. Now, mind you, I'm traveling with a 4-year-old and 2-year-old from Australia, so it's a long distance, and my wife, who was crankier than the kids at this point. And they wouldn't unblock. I couldn't get through. You ring the emergency number, you get through pretty quick to the emergency number, but they go, sorry, this is a scam issue. So they put you back on hold. I was on hold for 45 minutes, nothing. Abused them on the phone. Yeah, I probably abused them on the phone at that point. I'm tired as well. They couldn't do anything. They're going to investigate to see what happened and your card. Anyway, they said I couldn't use my card, but I'm able to transfer my money to another bank account. Now, the only other bank account that I have is a Wise bank account, which I use. So I went to transfer my money out of Westpac to my Wise bank account. Lo and behold, they blocked that transfer because Wise is a high-risk bank account for Westpac, apparently. Okay. And so I couldn't use my money on card. This is all documented on X as well, because I was chatting back and forth and sharing the screenshots of the DMs for public record. So I couldn't actually use my Westpac card for anything. Yep. And I also could not transfer my money out to the only other bank account that I had that was Wise. So what did I have to do? I had to liquidate some ETH and put it into my Wise account to pay for,
to be able to,
for anything, right? And that's the only reason I had money in my bank for the whole month, because Westpac did not come to the table to fix anything. And otherwise I would have been, like, I'm literally going to go shut down my Westpac thing now. But this is how, it's not really crypto related, other than the fact that crypto saved the day for me, because I was able to quickly go, okay, I'm going to take some ETH that I had on Aave, ETH that I had staked, sell it for fiat, withdraw it. And that was instant. That process, which may seem a little bit more of a complicated, relies on all these third parties, took like 2 seconds.
Yeah. I think that's where stablecoins gonna take over, man. Like
once you can pay with cards.
Yeah, it's already happening.
Yeah,
so
but
MetaMask is launching their own card. There are new companies now evolving. So there used to be a wallet named as Argent. They have rebranded them to be a payment service provider.
Okay.
Wherein it has 2 million or more downloads as a wallet. It's just like a MetaMask, which you can essentially use your crypto to pay anywhere.
Well, it's that like banks like Revolut, right? You can get your crypto in, you can liquidate it, or I'm pretty sure you can use a crypto card with Revolut as well and just tap it with your phone. It's just, the international market, I think, is just way exceeded what Australia is doing. And to that point, I think the whole crypto culture in Europe is so far further than here.
I think Australia and Europe are similar dinos.
I think I could go and I was in Poland having lunch with people and dinner with people, and I could ask. I could have a crypto conversation with somebody that isn't a crypto native, and everybody sort of gets it. Whereas here, I don't know if you can have that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you pick 10 random people off the street, maybe 2 of them you could have actually a more than surface level conversation about crypto.
Yeah.
Whereas like there in Poland, they also have kiosks. You can just go in and take cash straight away, not even the ATM, but stores, or give them go in there, KYC on the spot with your ID and everything, give them cash, and they'll transfer transfer Bitcoin, and they're everywhere. And Bitcoin ATMs are everywhere, and we accept Bitcoin is absolutely everywhere. We accept crypto,
Wow.
and just the general knowledge of having a conversation with anyone from, I guess, my teen cousins to people our age and older, everyone sort of gets it. They get it, like they understand it. Here, it's like Bitcoin, it's a scam, whereas there, like they get it.
Yeah.
We're so far behind here. It's still so early in Australia for crypto.
Yeah, that's true.
So early.
And US is already front leading, so I'm not too sure what.
You would have loved it because of the tattoo. Bitcoin graffiti everywhere as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think I sent you some stickers and posters. Everyone's just putting it up. Yeah, we're so far behind here.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. Like that's where I think these regulations that US has came up with, should be massive for them, and like they will be the pioneers in this space.
Like I said in the episode that you weren't on, with our head of compliance, I think it's an amazing opportunity for Australia to. Well, I don't even know if I can call it an opportunity anymore, because it's a necessity at this point. I think to embrace
At
the
least
blockchain.
stablecoins. Yeah.
Well, the blockchain, right? Because if we don't, we're just going to be left behind the tech bubble, the next tech bubble. Not even the next, the current one.
Current one, yeah. I think that's what India is trying to do as well. They are trying to embrace stablecoins.
Yeah.
So the Ministry of Finance, like a week ago, published like in the press conference, she was talking about stablecoins and how we as a nation or any nation needs to adopt, or to just be behind on that curve.
That's it. You don't have a choice anymore.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, exactly. The nations don't have a choice anymore.
But Australia, we've got the digital ID coming in, and have you seen the e-safety Karen? E-safety Karen. I don't even know if that's her name or that's just what they call her on X. So behind on it. It's like demanding that that videos be of that unfortunate girl that was murdered on the train station in the US, that the videos be removed from X, and like just really censoring things here. And of course, if they start censoring media and the content that we do, if they don't like crypto, they're just going to make it way more difficult for the banks. Make it hard enough. But once the government starts like going, okay, well, we just don't accept, can't go to an international exchange, can't do this, can't do that, it could potentially be really man, it could be 1984 here. Like it's. I'm really worried about what's happening with Australia and the whole digital landscape, and I think crypto is a massive part of that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Not to turn this whole into like an anti-Australia podcast. Like I said, I just got back, so just
because you got back from Europe.
Yeah, just some comparisons.
Paid funding from Europe.
Just some comparisons. But yeah, overall, I think October has been good. It's the start of October.
Yeah.
What are your? I sort of ask you this all the time. When's the peak? Are you still saying? Because you're saying October. You were meant to be out by now.
I am out of like some partial sells on Bitcoin.
Okay. On
this high, but like looking at the ETF flows, man, it has like yesterday the ETF volume was more than $7.5 million alone on Bitcoin, buying and selling. So the total buying or the total net inflows that we saw from ETFs yesterday was $1.1 billion. And that is the second maximum ETF inflow that it has been seen in recent times.
Yeah.
So I think like I am not too sure if it's a right time to sell. I think it's good to sell alts on pump because they trace it back all the time.
I think in this market, if the alts that you are holding pumped, sell them.
Sell them, yeah.
Because we're not seeing this massive alt run where everything's going up, and it seems to be really difficult to predict which alt. So if you see, like if you're making money, if you're doubling it, just sell it because it'll dip back down anyway.
Yeah, it's all chops in the alts, unless you are just riding the momentum on some narratives. Like
it's still spot trading.
Yeah,
it's still spot trading alts.
Yeah.
I think the long-term holds for me would be Aster at the moment.
Yeah.
And the other alts I think are just spots. And Chainlink is always a long-term hold, but it's still underperforming. Under 26 at the moment.
22 US. Yeah, it went to 26, came back again. So it's just like pumps up with the narrative, comes back with different narrative.
But Chainlink I think is a multi-cycle hold. I think it's just steadily going to go up. But the others, and I think Aster has the potential to really sort of. I wouldn't hold Aster past the peak because it's going to be dependent on volume, right?
But I think DEXs or DEX tokens or the DEX perp is the new narrative, and that's here to stay. So if you really believe like hype is also here to stay, But I think it's because the hypes, token unlocks that are coming in November, made it a red flag for a lot of investors, and people started to plug it out. And then CZ came up with a competition, right? And market still trusts CZ Binance.
CZ, I think, is sort of, when you look at, he's a KOL for all of crypto, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody else that you have, Vitalik and stuff like that, are tied to a particular project. Yes, CZ is tied to Binance, but ultimately what he wants to see is crypto in general do well.
Yeah.
Because he makes money regardless if they're trading BNB or if they're trading whatever they're trading. He just needs to see Binance succeed.
Yeah.
So I think and he's also outside sort of the US sphere of influence, I think.
No, yes.
So whether or not there's a Chinese sphere of influence there, I don't know. But I think he definitely sets the direction of the winds a lot. So I think
and he has been tweeting a lot since a month, and he has been like literally tweeting, okay, this is a good time, like, to have some sort of support in the market, and then the other day you come up and then the market is already pumped.
I might just do like a bot that trades on whatever CZ tweets.
Yeah.
How's your Pengu doing?
Pengu has been chopping as well now. Like,
what's it at? 35?
30 cents. 30 US.
It's low.
Yeah, 3 cents US, sorry.
You still got your bag?
Yeah, I do. I have trimmed it a bit when it went to 40 cents, like 4 cents, but it's still chopping. So I'm still holding it. But I'm trying to utilize Pengu into margin or collateral. So I'm just trying to optimize or leverage the bag that I already hold.
Because you're holding it long term.
Yeah.
It's making it work for you now.
Yeah. So I need to be like, this cycle has taught me is to be more capital efficient and to have stables all the time, man. This is not a cycle wherein you're just all in and are not dynamic enough because the market's gonna kill you.
Yeah. We've also added World Liberty, which is the Trump backed, and I think what they're actually doing, apart from being Trumped back, is really interesting around real world assets and stables as well. So if you're betting on the narrative, I think that one is, you've got the US narrative, the Trump narrative, the stablecoin narrative, and the real world asset narratives. I think that's a pretty, like, I think Trump's end goal is to turn World Liberty into the international bank. He probably wants to replace IMF.
That's what the use case will be, right? If you are having a competitor to Aave, for example, and if it's a Trump-backed thing,
I think he has like hopes on making it the new International Monetary Fund, like something like that, like something massive, not even a bank. Look, it's in the name, World Liberty, right? It's in the name.
It's in the name,
and he's Trump enough to sort of have those. Whether or not he succeeds, I don't know.
But he's going to give it a shot.
But he's going to give it a shot. And what I like about Trump outside of politics is I think he sets up his kids as well. The reason I like that is obviously he wants Barron to succeed rather than sort of just being the son of someone. I think he's really propping them up to be the next in line to have a lineage, which I think is cool. So I think anything that he's doing now has long-term goals. And that's not supporting Trump's politics or anything like that. I'm not saying I do or I don't.
Just his mindset, I would say.
Not that type of podcast, but his mindset as a father, as a businessman, as someone that's supporting crypto, I think is very much in line with
the current world. That's what I see.
Yeah.
He's very much influential on crypto anyway, and he's trying to
and he's pumping it all up like everybody does, right? He's very much a KOL when it comes to.
And the good thing about like now what I've seen, I'm not too sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but US government is now trying to take stakes in AMD, OpenAI, NVDA. Like the Trump administration is literally buying or getting 10% stake in Intel, and Intel has pumped 80% out of nowhere.
Well, I didn't know that.
Now, so the new narrative.
So you've got the government now, buying back companies.
Yeah, they're getting like, they're not essentially buying back. They're just gifting. They're being gifted the stocks or something like that. But that's a new thing. And I think Trump administration has already done it with 5 companies more or less. And
US-based companies.
Yes, every other company, be it in lithium-ion sector, be it in AI sector, be it in chip making. So all those fancy things.
Well, they'll pump because everyone's like, okay, with Trump.
20%.
You know what it is? The funny thing is, like you said, it's a gift. It's like when a project launches on the blockchain and airdrops to random KOLs, hoping that it like notices someone, right?
Yeah.
And then they support and they pump it up.
Trump is getting all the airdrops from all those companies, like 5% stake here, 10% here, and the company shares are like pumping 280% overnight.
That's crazy.
In stocks, and those are like and $1 billion stock market man.
And that's generational. So I think, long-term goals. I think long-term goals for crypto, long-term goals for world liberty. I think he wants to be seen as someone that changed
The world of crypto and
I
fintech,
think
I
just
would say.
the currency, right?
Yeah.
The money markets.
Yeah.
I think that's what he wants
The world of
now.
finance.
Because he's about himself. So,
Yeah.
I think he's looking at it, what does the legacy look like 50
Yeah.
years from now? And I think that's what he wants to be seen as.
Yeah.
It's the only, because it's so, he wants to be seen as making America great again. But past that, I think, supporting or changing currency markets in the US.
And I think he has succeeded in a way as well. But the thing is, like, he's just trying to depreciate the dollar. So it's coming on behalf of dollar that he's trying to rebalance using stablecoin narrative. But the world is now shifting.
Well, that's also what's happened. It's really interesting because you see a lot of these all-time highs, and I think the price of gold as well is because the US dollar is falling.
Yes.
Right, so it's not that they're necessarily doing well.
No countries now
It's just going like that.
trusting the dollar because there are rate cuts, imminent rate cuts priced for October as well. So we already had a rate cut in September. Now there's another rate cut coming in October.
But I don't know how that bodes for Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going up because of adoption, retail adoption, people believing it?
It's institutional.
How would the market look if institutions weren't there?
It's all institutional adoption.
So retail's not
very
here
little.
yet.
I'm not too sure if there's gonna be a new adoption curve from retailers, because I think.
So that's the thing. We got a couple minutes left.
Yep.
When is the peak? Do you still think November?
I think
Or-
October.
So you think this month's the peak, and then
3 weeks from here. I think 3 to 4 weeks from here, and then
so you may as well 3 weeks from here. You may as well say start of November. You just
start of November.
trying to win an argument.
End of
now.
October or start of November, yeah. But I don't see a lot more activity in terms of altcoins, only selective winners. And that too, you need to be very competitive in rotating the bags.
I think
You just can't be holding it just blindly.
we have a peak and a dip, but I think we have a Q1 rip still. I think gold season's in Q1.
Yeah, I think the stock market is euphoric right now.
Yeah.
The only thing I
So
don't...
people won't gamble on
Yes.
alts. So
Because
that's the thing. I
stocks are
think
making
people
200%
make
gains.
now, but when that dries up, I think Q1 people are going to start buying alts to try and make money. I think we'll rip in Q1.
Yeah, the thing is, what do you sell it against? Like, if you are taking profits in stock, where do you sell it? You can't just sell it in US dollar because you know that it's depreciating.
To Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is the new narrative.
That's the
Why
thing.
not?
So that's I think what I think is going to be interesting is what we
All
always
the
say
money
wait for
eventually comes
Bitcoin.
into
We go
Bitcoin.
wait for Bitcoin to rip, sell Bitcoin, buy alts,
And then
or buy ETH, sell ETH, buy alts, and then back into Bitcoin, which has been our goal
Somewhat, yeah.
from the beginning. I just think it'll be quicker and
And
flattened.
shorter.
Flattened. It'll be flattened. It won't be like this massive. I think we'll just see it like sort of go like that.
yeah,
But I think there's still. I think we're not at the end of the bull. When we zoom out a year from now, I think we're sort of like 3/4 through. I think January is the end of the bull.
okay,
Or Q1.
okay, one.
I think we'll see like that.
Yeah, I'm not trading this.
I don't know.
one.
Not financial advice. It's a tough one. It's a tough market to call.
It's a tough market to call. That's true. But good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Take your profits when they come in from any alts that you pump. Hold projects that you believe in long term. JP Morgan just came out with a study. I think they're saying they predict Bitcoin to 165 by the end of the year, which is what I've
They
always
keep on changing the
I've
targets.
I've always said 165. So now I'm like, okay. I think before they said like 300. I was like,
Maybe
no,
who knows?
200. No, now they're at 165.
You met JP Morgan in Europe.
There you go. So I think 165 is a good target. I would be all out. I'll cycle out of everything once we hit 150. I think. But
Into USD.
USD SSD 1.4 file 2.pdf or whatever stable coin we have at that
Whatever
point.
new stablecoin we
Whatever
have.
stablecoin. All right, we're back for weekly vlogs, weekly updates. I will be a little bit more energized next week and do more homework. I really love the tip on stable. I think that's a narrative for me.
Yep.
I'm going to start looking into how to invest in the stable coin infrastructure moving forward, because I think that's going to be a massive industry along with real world assets, probably long-term holds, and I think very early in the industry. If you look at the fact that we have all these other currencies that we need, stable coins, all companies that will want to build their own stable coins within the currency, the fiat that they function in.
Yeah.
I think it's a good tip. If anyone knows any infrastructure plays for stable coins, leave a comment
Yeah, exactly.
below. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, follow, all that social media stuff. We'll be back next week. It's good to be back.
Good to
And coffee number 4 done. See you guys next week.